I greet you in the love and the light of the infinite Creator. Event is coming soon. YouTube channel. Here's the latest intel.
Urgent Pleiadian message: Nibiru's effects, mental, physical, pole, axis shift, and alien devices in Antarctica. This telepathic message from the Pleiadian cosmonaut, Ratesh, was received on January 25, 2017 at 6:26 a.m. Mountain Time at the Star Lodge Healing Center in Lake George, Colorado, USA, by Cody Golden Elk at cody@starlodgehealing.com. Note: at the Star Lodge Healing Center, we have been experiencing a major increase in calls for help, as something very big is happening now. So, we asked the Pleiadians for their help in understanding more of what is actually going on. We, ourselves, have been feeling these very strange energies: increased dreaming, anxiety, unsettledness, odd mood swings, etc., as well. The one fatal flaw in the New World Order globalists' secret plans is, they think that by hiding truth they can actually stop it. On the night of the 25th, a very strong, clear dream, vision of Nibiru approaching Earth, woke me up. Then Ratesh's mental energy flooded the room, as she had a message for Earth. Cody, we now call to you, telepathically, Ratesh, my old wife, lover, and friend. Many of us Earth humans feel lost and confused here on Earth, as we swim in a sea of lies, illusions, and government propaganda. I beg you to help us now, to tell us the truth about Nibiru, the Great Destroyer, the Great Purifier, as our Hopi Indian brothers have called it. Our Earth government s lie to us. What is the truth? What was this dream about Nibiru? What are these strange effects we are feeling now, mentally, emotionally, psychically, etc.? Ratesh: yes, dear one. It is I, Ratesh, hearing your call, but know that we, are very busy now. Far across this galaxy. But still in what you call the 3D 4D dimensional space which you are accustomed to in space. For, we Pleiadians have mastered both interdimensional and intertemporal travel, or what you Earth humans generally refer to as space travel. But, from our perspective, it is actually much more than that. Unlike you Earth humans, however, I am able to split my mind, or consciousness, and multitask in a variety of higher ways rarely encountered in your common type of linear, restricted thinking. This is how we are able to simultaneously carry out the complex missions and other spacecraft functions, like what we are doing right now, then, at the same time, telepath with Earth humans, such as you, across the galaxy, upon your blue, small world. The reason that I contacted you first, with the vision of Nibiru, sent to you as you slept. Was so we Pleiadians could bypass the ego filters in your waking consciousness. And therefore, send a deeper, clearer image. All to impress upon you the urgent need to understand some of the things that are happening and are about to happen, both to and upon the Earth. We knew that this strong telepathic image would appear as what you Earth humans call a dream. But, know now, dear one, that it was sent directly from me to you to help wake you up, so to speak. Of course, no pun intended, laughing. Dear one, there is nothing wrong with a little humor now and again, considering the vast magnitude of some of the challenges you Earth humans face. Now focus on what we are about to say. The we wording includes the fact that Ratesh, also speak in congruence, resonance, and with the direct knowledge of the Pleiadian High Command, which also oversees telepathically these transmissions. Not only to you, Cody, but to the others who also hear our words on Earth. For, there are also many Pleiadians, like me, who are sending messages to help awaken mankind. So, let us begin. The planet you call Nibiru and the brown dwarf system it is in, does indeed approach Earth. It is, in fact, inside your solar system now, which it spends little of its time in, as it generally is outside of the orbit of the planet you Earth humans call Pluto. So, as it comes back around your home star, the Sun, it is moving at its highest rate of speed in its long, elliptical orbit, Cody semicolon dot please slow down, Raytesh comma dot please. Comma dot dot as this entire system moves back out into space, depending upon the orbital patterns of your solar system's planets and moons, all manner of almost incomprehensible, incalculable magnetic/gravitational/electromagnetic forces combine, congeal, interact, etc. to cause potentially high levels of various forms of disturbances, both on a planetary and solar system scale in your common 3D-4D space, time frame of reference. However, without getting too technical for the other Earth humans which we wish you now to share our words, Cody, there are other larger more subtle effects of this particular astrophysical anomaly in your solar system, which you euphemistically phrase as the passage of Nibiru. These effects occur on the higher fifth, sixth, and generally, seventh dimensions of space, time, as you call it, and the effects we, as well as several other ET races, do monitor as it affects our galactic space travel mechanics and, thus, our calculations for both interdimensional and intertemporal space flight. So, we monitor these higher dimensional effects, although they generally do not concern you Earth humans. As you, as a species, are mostly unaware of them. But, know this, your Earth's shadow government.s have become quite advanced. As they have hidden most all of the major advancements in technology from the masses of people. So, your Earth's shadow government.s know some about these higher multidimensional aspects of energy mechanics of Nibiru's passage. This is why they are in Antarctica now. As several of the buried alien devices there have mysteriously, to them, recently turned or switched on. These buried alien devices have been there from long ago and have only recently, laughing, been found by your Earth human shadow government.s, especially just after World War II in your U.S. government. Operation High Jump, led by your Admiral Byrd. These alien devices deal with such things as the higher dimensional effects of spaceflight and space beacons to approaching, traveling ships. But upon The5th, 6th, 7th dimensions, the shadow government.s, in high secrecy, are now frantically, furiously conducting a plethora of very specialized tests and back-engineering programs to learn more. Since Nibiru's approach has influenced, disturbed the energy dynamics, especially gravitationally and magnetically, these alien devices have become active. This is why there are so many new sightings of UFOs now, as many ET groups, or races, are around your Earth to witness this interesting, scientifically amusing, passage of Nibiru, as you call it. For, indeed, dear one, much is at play, much is at hand now, upon your small world. The Nibiru brown dwarf system is cyclical. About 3,600 of your Earth years. And is indeed responsible for the major tribulations associated and explained with your very limited versions of Earth history taught in your so-called schools. This cyclical astrophysical event has caused many events generally not recorded, or not recorded very well, in your Earth history. So, suffice it to say that all the combined effects, namely gravitational/magnetic/electromagnetic, will be huge upon your world. We have already discussed some of this. Cody asks for break. Hand from rapid riding is tired, mind is tired. Must medicate to rest, as Raytesh's telepathic energy overwhelms me. This is the hardest mental work I have ever done in my life. Raytesh, resume after break, and resetting of energy fields. Yes, well now, as we were communicating, these many overlapping, combining, chaotic energies in your 3D-4D space, time will and are having now recognizable effects upon your world and the many biological organisms on it. Now, we will speak, or deal with the multitude of mental, psychological effects of all of these strange energies associated with the Nibiru system's passage nearest Earth. As 3D physical creatures, your biology as Earth humans. Based upon a two-stranded DNA principle, will be greatly and mostly affected by the changing, fluctuating gravimetric and magnetic fields of Nibiru's passing. As will your planet, the Earth. Which will very soon flop over on its axis, due to these forces. As this occurs, all manner of chaos will reign, like with your normal weather patterns. This is all part of a natural, astrophysical 3,600-year time cycle embedded in your solar system. But remember your star, the Sun, also orbits Alcyone, in our Pleiadian star cluster, composed of about 256 blue suns, about every 26,000 of your Earth years, too. So, these effects of which we speak, are not just, or necessarily, limited to your Earth. But, since this is what concerns you Earth humans the most, we will limit our discussion to this. Within and upon your standard 3D/4D space, time-limited reference frame. So, your physical bodies will be most affected by the gravitational forces. Your mental bodies will be most affected by the magnetic forces. Your spiritual bodies will be most affected by the electromagnetic forces. This is how it will play out. As your brain and bodily structures are locked into 3D and your spiritual structures are actually multidimensional. Existing in many higher dimensions above the common third and fourth dimensions. So, pay attention. Follow us, focus now. It is the interfacing mechanism, particularly associated with brain acid chemistry, electrochemistry, and quantum field interactive dynamics, between your higher dimensional spiritual structures and the lower 3D bodily, physical structures that is affected most from these disturbances, which the passage of Nibiru produces. This is why your Hopi Indian prophets said that people will become insane, as this great purifying process of Nibiru's passage occurs. What is actually occurring here, from a rather limited, by our standards, scientific viewpoint is that the link, or interface, between your spiritual forms and your bodily forms is being disturbed by Nibiru's passage. As your electrical devices, power grid, cell phones, satellite links, computers, etc. will be disrupted on your 3D/4D level, then, so too, will your spiritual forms be disrupted on their higher dimensional level. This will cause a multitude of odd, strange, psychological changes in Earth human beings, resulting in various forms of aberrant behavior. Depending upon the strength of each individual's interface, connection between your spiritual form and your bodies, brains, these increased, aberrant psychological effects will certainly vary. For the Earth humans who have a weak connection between their mental and spiritual patterns, they will most certainly go insane, as you and the Hopis call it. For those Earth humans with a strong spiritual connection, with not only the Earth, but also between their mental and spiritual patterns, the effects will be less pronounced. For those few Earth humans, who are already what you call enlightened, Cody Please slow down Ratesh. I cannot keep up. Please ! Yes, our dear. Take a break now, as we see your hand is again tired. After break, Ratesh : Okay, dear one, we forget sometimes, the awkward, slow technique you have of writing our words, as our more advanced thought forms move so quickly compared to your world. Yes, now, as we were communicating. Yes, so, as far as the relatively few Earth humans who are enlightened, as you call it, there will be little disturbance, interruption of this connection, interface between their mental and spiritual patterns. So, in a nutshell, to use your words, the more spiritually advanced you are. That is, the better the interface/connection between your spiritual and mental selves, the less the passage of Nibiru will affect you. This is why, dear ones, sweet ones, of our little humanoid brothers and sisters of the Earth, we Pleiadians have been repeatedly and consistently trying to gently help you raise up your consciousness and spiritual frequency/vibration/growth/development. It is the spiritual connection which will allow each of you to survive this great cleansing, purifying, as the Hopis say, resulting from the passage of Nibiru. Brain acid chemistry in the Earth human's endocrine system and hormone secretion, balance is the main thing that will be affected, on a physical level, by the powerful electromagnetic forces associated with Earth's upcoming pole shift, axis shift, and subsequent other effects upon Earth human psychological behavior. For, it is not just the electromagnetic field alterations externally produced from Nibiru's passage, but also, dear ones, the internal electromagnetic field alterations of Earth herself. The axis and pole shifts will cause the molten magma of the Earth to spin differently, which, in turn, will cause internal magnetic fields inside the Earth to be affected, altered greatly. So, while the passage of Nibiru occurs on the outside, the Earth's core changes occur on the inside. Trapped in the middle, between these two basic enormous forces. Are you poor Earth humans? Struggling to maintain a sense of normalcy. This is why so many of you cannot stay centered, or balanced in your mental, emotional fields, and are having so many mood swings, etc. Why so many past life issues are erupting, like Earth's volcanoes, for karmic cleansing. Work hard now on your spiritual growth, for, as the Earth erupts increasingly with volcanoes and earthquakes, so too will your spiritual essences erupt with unresolved past life issues. You, as sentient Earth human beings, are tied directly to the Earth Mother herself, as she is also a higher dimensional spiritual being. As she convulses with the passage of Nibiru, so too, will you Earth humans upon her. Know this, and think about this. The others, including you, Cody, should read these words several times, for there is much here. We Pleiadians constantly try to reduce down our complex technical science and scientific knowledge into easy-to-understand ideas for our little brothers and sisters, you Earth humans. But, sadly, much is lost in the process. Like teaching nuclear physics, or transdimensional physics, to first graders. So, we will work on sending more information as you request. We do this to help those few who will listen, as your world is about to undergo an amazing shift. This can, of course, lead to a new era of consciousness upon Earth, as many of your old systems, paradigms will be washed away. Watch Antarctica, but the secrecy level there is high. This is Ritesh, on direct authority of the Pleiadian High Command.
Please like us and share with your social media. Please subscribe and click the bell to be notified of our new videos.
Remember to check out our playlist for important intel you may have missed.
Be sure to enter our subscriber appreciation $100 monthly giveaway. The link is in our description.
And visit our sister channel. The event is coming soon for additional intel and information.
Stay tuned.
Victory of the Light.
Event is coming soon. YouTube channel.